Ready. Team settings submenu. Enter. 4. Northern. Navy selected. Apple. Be select. Ready. Home team selection Alabama Crimson Tide.
Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started.
Entering play call screen.
They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Formation, there are 8 concept, there are 8 categories. Play type, RPO red bubble.
This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Got it behind the line. It's LeBlanc. Crosses the 30. He's got a lay. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. You know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense. You got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the first round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a first rounder in the future.
They'll leave it with him. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. And the defense got it.
Well, they were trying to go RPO. The quarterback decided not to hand it off, and the pass rush just swallowed him up. They got to him so quickly, knocked the ball out, and jumped him.
Ready to fire from the pistol. Wide out in motion. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum.
Too hard flat.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Running back searching for a hole. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Wants to throw. It's Mack. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Oh, look out. At the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Bama!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25.
Inside zone.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Motion from the offense. Might as well give it to him again. Smashes through. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
This defense has got to get better at tackling the field before the game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
They'll try the run. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal for them.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball, no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. Got a man. It's Graham. The expressway is wide open. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
How nice is it as a quarterback? You don't have to throw post routes to get great stats. No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown,
Entering play
Buckeyes!
call, coach suggestions. There are 8
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of
Entering
those
play call,
attributes right
special
there.
teams.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. The returner will field it and bring it back. And he is brought down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Entering
The
over.
officials offer
One
the
rubber
deal,
kick,
and the coach
cover one
accepts
goal.
it. They will take the penalty. This offense starts deep in a hole. They'll give it to the back. Bulls his way forward. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality.
And
Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
On first down, here comes this offense. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him. And just, you know what? Let his talent do the rest.
Quick completion on the out. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Alabama pushing the tempo. Back to pass, it's Mack. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35.
Inside zone, there are 10 categories. You have 19 options. HB Sting is selected.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
You see it in football all the time, right? I get a matchup on the outside. You want to try to play man coverage? I'm going to let my wide receiver try to go up and make a play. A lot of times the wide receiver wins. Not this time.
He's open on the right. At the 45 on his way. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he got loose, it was all over.
There are 8 categories. You have 15
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the
Entering
scoreboard.
play call.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
Cover to hard flat. Time. Option is 2 to 3. Cover 4 quarters.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Looking to go up top on first down. Going for the big play. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. Looking for more room. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
The give to the tailback. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your run.
RPO peak hooks from 8. Power Strom. You have 5 options. HB Blast is selected.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Finds his man enough for the first. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
There are 11 subcategories. Option set to what? Entering play call for option zone fidget.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Fast motion from the offense. Pushes for the goal line. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
They're strong and they're scrawl. Defensive tackles, they're scrawl. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown,
Entering play
Buckeyes!
call, coach suggestions. There
It's
are 8
still early,
categories.
but we have some
15
real
options.
distance being put on the
Advantage
scoreboard
selected.
right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right
Entering
now,
play
everything
call,
going in the other
special
direction. So
teams.
how are you
They
going to
have 5
respond when
options.
you've been hitting the
Kickoff
mouth early in this
selected.
football game? Got to find something positive quick.
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone.
Option, time, option, 2 to 3, cover 4 quote, Tampa
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Looking for space. It's Young. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He wants to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye D.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it, recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get to first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
Alabama quickly back to the line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. That's caught. It's Brown. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown Tide!
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. USC has the lead right now, but kind of fittingly, the men of Troy have been in a battle today. They're up by 6 over the Sharks. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The give to the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try to get outside. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
So I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered with.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Sayin. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end. What?
It's a fake he wants to throw. And the pass goes incomplete, and they rise up to stop the fake punt on 4th down. Well, they got the throw off, but not much else good happened for them after that one, and they'll turn it over on down. Here comes that Alabama offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about great balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Headed to the end zone. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Oh, man, what a run. He wanted to get it in the house, but a nice explosive play in the run game to get all the way down to the 1, Palmer.
Great effort by him. I'd expect this offense now to try to go fast, punch this thing in using tempo.
And this was just a low-man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you've got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Adams. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
And the extra point splits the upright. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
Categories, such as option is set, compact. There are 11 categories. You have 22 options.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been a spectacular offensive showcase so far, David.
This has been unbelievable. The fireworks has been amazing. This is modern offense now. Palmer, when you look at college football, there's a lot of scoring, and defenses haven't had a lot of answers.
No, this game's been a track meet, man. So if you're on offense right here, keep the pedal to the metal. Keep the tempo going, stay aggressive.
There are 8 categories. There are 17 single pack.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
There are 14 categories. You have 11 options.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. To the air, it's Sayin. Zings it complete to the right. Bulldozes his way through. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. You saw it on that one. 1st down, they dial up the pass play. You're not able to get him on the ground, and now they've gotten another 1st down.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it and try to get his offense some positive yards.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Little touch pass to the receiver. That's a right ball. The defense snatches it, and they're going the other way.
Challenge play. Entering play.
Dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
He's looking for an open man on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Gets it out fast.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. We saw it on that last play.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Looking to throw, it's Mack. Throws to the tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. They'll use the timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They're going to leave the field goal kicker on the sideline and try to walk to the dressing room with a first-half ending touchdown. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Entering onside kickoff wheel.
Just about set to put toe to leathers. We are deadlocked here in the third. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stops at the 14. Comes that Alabama offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here.
Entering play, pass, personnel, error, play type, inside, pass, error, 6 categories, you have 6 options.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Yo, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football. turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
They go right back to him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
He's got it. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
There's a reason third down is called money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receivers. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Leaves it with the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. Commit to the run like this. Obviously, you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Medium options choice. There are 14 categories. You have 5 options.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. To the air. It's Sayin. Got his man quickly. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. Big fella showing some ability. Got away from 1 tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well. He showed you his athleticism.
Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Spread flex. Tackle over. Spread Y slot WK.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Lets it fly. He caught it. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down into 2.
You got to be impressed by what you just saw from this offense. They're already in the red zone, right? The coach is telling the quarterback, be smart, don't do anything crazy with the football. We can't turn it over. We're already in field goal range, and he's like, no, man, I got my matchup one-on-one. I know where I'm going, and not just that. I'm not just going to get the first. I'm going to set you up now on the goal line. Let's roll.
Touchdown, Ohio State. They look
Entering play
finished,
call,
but
coach
they're all the way
suggestions.
back,
There are 8
and they have the
categories. You
lead.
have 15 options.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone
Entering
playing
play
in
call,
unison,
special
driving
teams.
out of
You
their
have 5
stance,
options.
working into the
If
second
Buffalo
level, hats
selected.
on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. And the returner will be dragged down.
Entering coach suggestions. There are 6 categories. You have 9 options. Covered. Entering paused screen. Resume. Entering cancel pop-up waiting for your peer. Entering cancel pop-up waiting for your. Entering cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game. Cancel. Entering cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game. Cancel.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Option is set 2 to 3. Cover 4. Tampa 2.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Fires the pass. Intercepted. taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Play call. Coach suggestions. There are 8 categories.
You know, your shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space. So if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position. They're ready. Really bad play by the offense.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the single back. Bust through behind his pad. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speed set in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a race.
Entering play call, mesh barrier for concept, play type, option is choice, there are 14 categories, you have 5 options.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win it.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Cover 2 drop. Cover 1 Robert press.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Fights off a defender. Still running at the 40. Nothing but green ahead. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Alabama! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Roberts. Not nearly as much as he had hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15.
You have 9 options. The combo is selected.
Unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand.
There are 8 categories. You have 15 options. RPO alert pitches is selected.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Goes.
To throw, it's Sayin. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. after the misfire now on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
Formation, concept, mesh, there are 14 categories. You have 11 options. Mesh HB corner.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle, short of the stick, setting up fourth down.
Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. And the Buckeyes are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive team. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. On 4th down, going to the air. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Line gets set, first down. On the option, he'll keep it himself. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Touchdown, Bama! They move on top here in the 4th.
And that's why this offense loves these design quarterback runs. They're just trying to scheme a way to allow this guy to get inside the defense. Because they know if he gets there, he can make people miss. He can hit the Jets, and he's gone.
He'll bring it out. It's Roberts. He's got great speed. Knocked out of bounds at the 43, but an outstanding return there.
Inside zone, there are 10 categories. You have 19 options. HB sting is selected.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were really disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here.
And that ball is picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And that's just excellent cover. Cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. If I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Number 6 for make time. Normal option is set to.
Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. From the gun, give on the inside. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. He's looking to throw it. Unleashes one. Complete to the right. Touchdown time! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it.
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. It's complete. Across the 25, he's got room. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Just over 50 seconds to go. They're trying to pull off a comeback, and they'll need to get this onside kick to do it. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. You know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Power football with the run. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
He's got him wide open. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will, throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us from here for Jesse Palmer, David Pollack. I'm
Entering weekly advanced summary screen. Enter. Recruiting is selected. You have 5 options. Entering overview screen. Recruiting. Send the house. Overview. Recruiting. Send the house. Overview. Recruiting. Contact friends and family. Friends and family. Send the house. Schedule visit. Overview. Recruiting. Send the house. Overview. Recruiting. Send the house. Overview. Recruiting. Contact friends and family. TM the player. Overview. Recruiting. Contact friend. Entering. TM the player. Scholarship offered. Overview. Add action plus. Overview. Scouting 0%. Overview. Recruiting. Schedule visit. And yes. Entering Dynasty Hub screen. CFP key. Actions. You have 3 options. View docs score is selected. CFP team schedule. Entering week 3. Week 5. Week 11. Week 5, week 5, weeks, week 8, week 13. Week 6, week 9, week 10, week 12, week 13. Week 3. Week 5. No. Michigan. Florida. Alabama. Week 2. Week 4. Week 12. Week 6. Week 5. Week 3. Entering Dynasty. Actions. You have 3 options. Enter. Yes. Entering home screen. Start. Load. Accept. Invite. Entering selected Moyolian 11_5 Dynasty. Online save. GP Oregon. Entering weekly advanced sum. Entering my school update. Entering CFP team schedule. Entering team schedule screen. 17 week 11. Week 3. Week 6. Week 1. Entering Dynasty Actions U CFD team scores / teams scores / schedules. Entering scores / schedules spreadsheet. Away team 78-11 Ohio State User League. Entering team schedule. Actions you see coach CFD team schedule. Entering yes. Entering game mode screenplay now is selected.